Hi, and welcome to another video by Jim the Car Guy. Today we have a 2007 Dodge Ram 1500 with a 5.7 liter engine, and it is a 4x4. We're going to be replacing the oil pressure switch. So let me lift the vehicle up and show you where it's located, and we're going to get started. Just want to show you where that switch is actually located. It's in a fairly tight spot to work, but if you see the oil filters right here, the switch is directly above the oil filter right here. Let me see if I get a better view in there for you. That's the oil pressure switch right here. And the way we're going to take that out is we're going to pull that little red clip out. That's a lock clip. We're going to pull that little red clip out. See if I can do it while you're here. Like this. Push it forward like that. And then what you do is you press down on the top right up here. On the top right here, you squeeze that together. I have to switch hands. Like I said, it's in a really tight spot. But if you squeeze these, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing up underneath here. If you squeeze it together, I'm going to have to put the camera down. Give me 1 second and I'll come right back. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to squeeze that clamp on top right up here. I'm going to squeeze this right here. Once you have that red clip pushed out of the way, you squeeze these two together and then this piece pulls right off. So let me just put this camera down and I'll do that and I'll come right back. Sorry about having to turn you away, but I have that piece off right up here. Right? You just have to squeeze this piece right here and it opens up. And obviously that red clamp is a lock clamp. Now what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to remove this unit from the car itself. So let me get in there with a socket and I'll show you how that goes. Okay, now that we have the socket, I'm going to get in through this side right here by the hose. Oh, just so you know, the socket is a 1 1/16. Put the socket over the top of the oil pressure switch, and then you can just get on it with your ratchet. And again, it's counterclockwise to take it out. You can crack it loose with the ratchet. Once you get the ratchet so that it actually turns fairly easy, then you can take it out by hand the rest of the way. It's going to maybe leak a little bit of oil, so you'll probably want to have a bucket underneath here just in case. Alright, then you just turn it out the rest of the way by hand. And that's it. That's the oil pressure switch. This is the switch. So let me get the new switch and we're going to put it back in and I'll show you how that goes. Okay, now we got the replacement switch that we're going to put in, and this is what it looks like. As you can see, it has some sealer on the threads itself, so you don't have to tighten it all the way until it's flush. You're just going to tighten it until it's fairly snug. All right, so we'll get back up here and we'll put it in. Now what you're going to do is you're not going to cross thread. You're not going to screw this in with a ratchet or anything. You're going to screw it in by hand into the hole first because you don't want to cross thread it by accident. So put the sensor, I know it's a little bit hard to see up there, but put the sensor into the hole and just turn it by hand until it catches. Try to get it with my other hand. Sometimes it is really difficult to get it in there, and I'll try to show you the best I can where it is. and you'll feel when it starts to catch. And then you can screw it in by hand. Once you get it caught by hand, then you can get up on that with your socket and your extension. Remember what I said, you're not going to make it too tight, you're just going to snug it in there. Sorry, I know this is a little bit dark up in here. But get your socket back onto it. Once you got your socket on, then just tighten it in. Now remember, you don't have to tighten it all the way down because you've got that thread sealer on there, so you just want to tighten it in until it's snug. I've seen guys do this already where they tighten them too tight and they break it off in the engine. You never want to do something like that. So just get it in there so it's snug, and you'll see. Let me take this off and I'll show you. Just the way it's situated behind the hose here makes it a little bit difficult. Alright, then you're going to take your plug that you previously unplugged and you're going to push it back on. It only goes on one way, so you can't make a mistake. Push the plug on. And you'll hear it snap in. And you remember that little red clip that we pushed before? You're going to push it down right there and lock it back in place. Alright, so your oil pressure switch is in, your plug is back on, and your lock tab is in. That's it. You're all set. So we just start it up, check and make sure there's no leaks, and we'll be good to go. Alright, so everything is in place. Now the only thing we have to do still is to go into the computer and clear out the code that was in there. The code that was in there was a low oil pressure code, which actually lit the light up on the dashboard. I believe the code was a PO524. It was low engine oil pressure. So that's it. We'll lower it down and we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching. See you guys on the next one.